Hello everyone, welcome to today's lecture notes on Rasashastra and physical properties of minerals and metals. In this section, we will understand the fundamental concept of Rasashastra, including classification of Rasa Dravya, importance of Parthiv Dravya, and detailed physical properties of minerals such as color, streak, cleavage, fracture, lustre, hardness, and more. This topic is very important not only from an Ayurvedic point of view but also for modern drug standardization and identifications. So let us begin step by step and understand each concept in a simple and systematic way. Now we see Rasashastra is an important branch of Ayurveda that deals with metals, minerals and herbomineral preparation. It includes the study of selection of genuine raw drugs, collection methods, processing of poisonous herbs, also manufacturing of herbal formulations, herbomineral formulations and herbometallic formulations. Also we see in Rasashastra that is a therapeutic indications, dosage, vehicles, pathya. Now we see importance of Parthiv Dravya. In Rasashastra, Parthiv Dravya are mainly used because they have high therapeutic efficacy even in minute doses. They possess long shelf life, also they act quickly and effectively. Therefore, mineral origin drugs are considered superior to herbal drugs. Special features of Rasaushadhis, that is, it can be administered with mineral consideration of dosha involvement and effective in various disease conditions, also gender differences and geological locations, and in use with seasonal variations. Now we see the modern relevance of Rasashastra. Nowadays, Ayurvedic preparations are used as a health and nutritive supplements, also as an alternative systems of medicines and as an integrative approach along with modern medicine in many countries. Here some challenges in raw drug selection. Despite its importance, selection of genuine raw drugs remaining challenging. In traditional methods based on grahyatva lakshana described in classical text, and in modern techniques for identification and standardization we use the physical properties, and also modern tools are also used to overcome this limitation. That is, modern properties also use nature, crystal habits, color, streak, cleavage, fracture, lustre, transparency, tenacity, hardness, specific gravity, magnetism and fluorescence. And also we use analytical techniques like XRD, XRF, SEM, TM and chromatography. Now we will see here minerals and ores. Minerals can be refined to obtain terrestrial minerals or further processed to extract one or more metals. Ores are naturally occurring combinations of minerals from which metals can be extracted. Initially, ores undergo physical processes like crushing, grinding and concentration to improve their qualities. After these chemical processes are applied to extract the desired metals. Now we see here modern classification of minerals. According to modern classification, minerals are divided into two forms, that is metallic minerals and non-metallic minerals. In metallic minerals contains metals used for extraction and production of metals and generally possess lustres, that is a shiny appearance here. And in non-metallic minerals do not contain metals, constituent about 70% of all minerals, and lack of lustre here and not used for metal extraction. Now we see here classification of Rasa Dravyas. In Rasashastra, Rasadravya, that is metals and minerals, are broadly classified into Rasa, Maharas, Uparas, Sadharan Ras, Dhatu, Ratna and Uparatna. Now we see here one by one. That is first is a Rasa. Rasa means mercury, holds a supreme position in Rasashastra, and the entire science is named after it. It is the metal which can liquefy and absorb other metals, also helps in removing diseases and delaying aging processes. It is considered capable of achieving all therapeutic goals. Now see minerals versus ores here. Minerals is a naturally occurring substances with definite chemical compositions, consistent physical properties and characteristic crystalline structure. And ore is a mixture of all minerals from which metals can be economically extracted. Now we see Maharas. After Rasa, the next important group is a Maharas, a group of minerals considered highly useful for enhancing the properties of Parat, and according to Rasarudaya Tantra, these substances possess similar properties and action as a mercury. List of Ashtamaharas, that is a Abhrak, Vaikrant, Makshik, Vimal, Shilajatu, Sasyak, Chapal and Rasak. Classification of Maharas here with chemical formula. Abhrak is also called mica. Here chemical composition is K MgFe3 AlSi3O10 OH2. Vaikrant is a tourmaline, that is a chemical borosilicates. Also third is a Makshik, that is a copper pyrite CuFeS2. Fourth is a Vimal, that is iron pyrite, that is FeS2. Fifth is a Shilajatu, that is a mineral pitch. Organic mineral complexes formula. Sixth is a Sasyak, that is blue vitriol CuSO4 7H2O. Seventh is a Chapal, that is a bismuth. Eighth is a Rasak, that is a zinc ore, ZnCO3 or ZnO or ZnS. Now we see here Uparas. Uparas are substances that are not equivalent to mercury, possess less guna compared to Parat. Here total 8 Uparas are described in Rasashastra. First is a Gandhak, that is sulfur. Second is a Gairik, that is ochre, Fe2O3. Third is a Cassis, that is a green vitriol, FeSO4 7H2O. Kangshi, that is a potassium, K2SO4 Al2SO4 3 24H2O. Harta, that is orpiment, As2S3. Manashila is a real gar, that is As2H2. Anjan, that is collyrium, no fixed chemical composition here. Kankushta, that is rhubarb, this is a herbal origin. Now we see Sadharan Rasa, a group of 8 drugs used in Rasa Karma. These substances are commonly used in formulations, helpful in achieving better therapeutic results. Now we see Sadharan Rasa. First is a Campila, that is a Malatus philippiensis, which is a herbal origin. Second is a Gauri Pashan, that is arsenic oxide, As2O2 O3. Now Sagar, that is aluminum chloride, NH4Cl. Fourth is a copper Kauri, CaCO3. Agnijar, that is ambergris, organic substances. Sixth is a Giri Sindur, that is red oxide of mercury, HgO. Hingu is a cinnabar, that is HgS. Eighth is a Mriddar Shinga, that is a litharge, PbO. Now we see Dhatu, the substance which protect the body from diseases, delay aging, provide strength and support to the body are called as a Dhatu. Concept of Dhatu as a Loha, because Dhatu are substances extracted from ores by processes like melting and distillation, and just as they are forcefully separated from ores, they help in removing diseases forcefully from the body, so it is also called as a Loha. Types of Dhatus, first is a Shuddha Loha, that is a pure metal, for example Swarna, Rajat, Tambra and Loha. Second is a Puti Loha, that is low melting metals are here, that is Nag and Vanga. and third is a Mishra Loha, that is alloys. Here examples is a Kansya, Pittal and Vartaloha. Now next we see the Ratna. Ratna are precious stones known for attractive appearance and high cost and rarity. And basis of classification of Ratna depends on the structure, relations to planet, opacity and transparency, and also beauty and scarcity. Navratnas are Manikya, that is ruby, Mukta is a pearl, Praval is a coral, Panna is a emerald, Pushparag is a topaz, Vajra is a diamond, Neelam is a sapphire, Gomed is a zircon, and Vaidurya is called as a cat's eyes. Now we see here Uparatna. Gems that have properties like to Ratnas possesses luster, transparency and attractive appearance, but are less valuable than Ratna. Here are some types of Uparatna, that is a Vaikrant, tourmaline, Suryakant means sunstones, Chandrakant means moonstones, Rajavart means lapis lazuli, Perojak is a turquoise, Sphatik is a quartz. Now we see here the main core of our these notes, that is a physical properties of minerals and metals. First is a nature of minerals. Minerals are naturally occurring chemical compounds. They can exist in various state of aggregations, but most minerals are solid crystalline substances, and amorphous minerals are very rare. Forms of occurrence here, minerals occurs in the following forms. First is a crystalline form. In crystalline form, these are minerals that have a proper definite shape, means minerals grows in an organized pattern, so they look well shaped. And types of crystalline forms, that is a columnar, this long like pillars or rods. Second is a bladed, that is a flat and long like a knife. Third is a fibrous, looks like thread or fibers. And fourth is a tubular, that is flat like a table or sheets. Second is a amorphous form, means do not have a fixed shape, they look irregular or shapeless. Here are types. Massive means big lump or no structure here. Second is a earthy, looks like soil or powder like. And third is a resinous, looks like gums or resins. Third is a optic nature, means how light passes through a mineral or not. And here are types. Transparent, can see clearly through it like glass. Translucent, that is a light passes but images is not clear. And third is a opaque, can't see through it all. And fourth form is a aggregate form. Minerals can also occur as a group of particles together, means many small mineral pieces join together and to form a mass. And here are two types. Granular means look like grains, and incrusted means forms a layer or coating on a surface. Second properties of metals and minerals is a state of aggregation. Under favorable condition, minerals develop a definite crystal form. Types of aggregation is first is a crystallize, that is minerals having well defined and crystal structure. Crystalline is a second types of aggregation, that is a no well defined crystals form as a irregular or jumped aggregates and imperfect crystal grains that hinders each other's growth. Third is a cryptocrystallines, that is a minerals with very fine crystal structure not visible to naked eyes. And fourth is amorphous, minerals with no crystalline structure, rare in minerals, commonly seen in glasses and some rocks. Third properties of metals and minerals is a crystal's habit. Crystal habits refers to the external shape of an individual crystals or an aggregate of crystals. It depends on the condition during formation, such as temperature, pressure and environment. First is a individual crystal habits. Here are some examples of habits. That is acicular, means fine needle like crystals. Bladed means knife like. Fibrous means thread like structure. Foliates mean leaf like layers and thin in structures. Lamellar means plate like layers. Prismatic means elongated in one direction. Reticulated means net like or cross mesh patterns here. Scaly means small plate like structures, and tabular means broad, flat and thin crystals. Second is a crystal aggregates. Aggregates are group of crystals that may be visible to the naked eyes or form large masses where individual crystals are too small to distinguish. Here are some aggregate types are here. Botryoidal means grape-like spherical clusters present in columnar, slender column-like aggregates. Granular means coarse and fine grains like structure here. In lenticular, lens-shaped or flattened nodules. Divergent means radiating, means fibers radiate from a central point, and lump means irregular mass or pieces. Fourth physical properties of metals minerals is a colors. Mineral shows a characteristic colors, especially on a freshly broken surface. Colors is an important properties for identification of commercial minerals. Here some causes of colors. Colors of minerals is explained by crystal field theory, means due to presence of unpaired electron in ions to show the colors. Which elements responsible for colors? That is only d orbital elements, that is transitional metals, and f orbital elements. In d orbital elements like chromium, manganese, iron, vanadium, cobalt, nickel, copper, and f orbital elements like lanthanides and actinides, which responsible elements for the color. And colorless minerals occurs when electronic shell are completely filled or empty and no unpaired electron present there. For example, chromium 6+, selenium 4+, and copper. Here role of iron, because iron is abundantly present, and approximately 5% is in earth's crust. So the most important contributor to mineral colors. Here 12 types of colors in minerals list. First is a transition metal compounds theory, use crystal field theory, and examples like almandine, malachite, turquoise. Second, mineral colors, that is a transition metal impurities like citrine, emerald, ruby. Color centers, that is a quartz, smoky quartz. Also colored minerals like charge transfer, like blue sapphire, lazurite. Organic materials, here is a molecular orbital theory use, and amber, coral, graphites. Or metal that is attracted by a magnet is called magnetic. Can also be identified if it deflects a compass needle. Type of magnetism, that is strongly magnetic, weakly magnetic, non-magnetic. Here are some methods of determination. First is a horseshoe magnet test. Place mineral near both poles of a horseshoe magnet. If attraction is observed, mineral is magnetic. And second methods, that is a compass test. Bring minerals near a compass. Observe needle deflection. When strong deflection present, then strongly magnetic property. Slight deflection, we see weakly magnetic, and no deflection means no magnetic properties there. Tools used here for horseshoe magnet and compass. Types of magnetic properties are mentioned here. Paramagnetism, due to unpaired electron, weak attraction in magnetic field, no magnetism without external field. Example, hematite, losses magnetism on heating here. Second type is a dimagnetism, that is exhibit weak repulsion, weak decreases in magnetic field strength. Example, native gold or silver. Third is a ferromagnetism, that is a strong magnetic behavior, magnetic moments align strongly in field, behaves like tiny micromagnets, commonly in transition element minerals. Now we see electric properties. First is a pyroelectricity, occurs when crystal develop opposite electrical charge at their end upon heating. Heat energy is converted into electrical energy used in some synthetic pyroelectric crystals. Applications in solar batteries, that is conversion of thermal energy into electrical energy. Second type is a piezoelectricity, that is occurs when crystals are subjected to mechanical stress along polar axis, produce electrical charges to opposite sign on opposite faces. Charge polarity reverse when stress is changed, that is compression or stretching. Example is a quartz. Next properties is a hardness. Hardness is the resistance of the minerals to stretching. It is relative property measured using Mohs scale of hardness. Mohs scale of hardness means here are some numbers to indicate the hardness. First Mohs scale hardness is a talc, second gypsum, third calcite, fourth fluoride, fifth apatite, sixth orthocase, seventh quartz, eighth topaz, ninth corundum, and 10th is diamond. At the end, to conclude, today we have studied Rasashastra basic, classification of Rasa Dravya, importance of minerals, and detail physical property used for identification and standardization of minerals in Rasashastra. Understanding this concept is very important for correct selection, processing, and therapeutic use of mineral drugs in Ayurveda. I hope this session helped you understand the topic clearly and very detailed. Thank you, and we will continue with the next topic is in upcoming lecture notes. Thank you very much.